So the last few days I made the top 3s of EQs, compressors and reverbs. So what should I do today then? Like, should I do distortion? I mean, I don't have that many distortion plugins. Or should I do gates, which is boring? Or what? Well, today I'm just going to list 3 random must-haves. Not random, just the 3 most must-haves. The most must-haves. Alright, let's dive immediately into it. The first must-have is a distortion plugin. It's the best distortion plugin in the world, the most versatile distortion plugin. The only distortion plugin that I actually use, because all the other distortion and saturation is coming from analog in my studio. And it is the FabFilter Saturn 2. Of course it is. What I like about Saturn 2 is the fact that you can separate your track into different bands. A bit of same as a multiband compressor. This is a multiband saturator. And what is really cool about that is that you can drive your mids and highs more and your lows a bit less, because normally my issue with saturation when I'm doing it analog is that it starts to saturate on the lower frequencies first, and then I'm just distorting the lowest. I'm turning it down a little bit, but I'm not getting the max out of my saturation. And with a plugin like this, you can. This plugin is actually way more advanced than the way in which I'm using it, but this is actually the multiband is the main reason why I'm using Saturn. There's a lot more in Saturn, of course. There's some dynamics in here. I actually do use that sometimes when I really need to crank up things louder. I'm so done with the loudness stuff. But yeah, you can use a modulation in here, a lot of creative effects in here. And it has oversampling, and I highly recommend enabling it. I don't know if this comes across on the YouTube codec. I'm going to oversaturate everything a little bit in order to make it come across. Like that. Now I'm enabling the superb quality. I don't know if that comes across. Over here, the highs start to become more open and more... It sounds a bit more natural when doing that. So when using Saturn, definitely enable the high quality thingy-majiggy here. Now another distortion plugin that I don't really use, but I do appreciate and I really like. I see it a lot, and I've reviewed it actually. I think I've reviewed it. It's Flatline 2 from Submission Audio. This is one to check out as well. So I'll link to Flatline as well in the description. Whenever I need to flatline something, I do it in the analog way. So I just clip my converter. But this is definitely one to check out. This is not part of the top 3, but you know, why 3? The next nice to essential have plugin, whatever, is one that most of you, I think, have seen on Facebook and on Instagram in ads. It's the silencer from Black Salt Audio. Now, my face is in that ad. I'm getting a lot of emails about that, but I'm completely fine with it. I don't think they're taking my opinion out of context or something. So it's all okay. They didn't pay me for that or anything, but I'm okay with it. What silencer can do compared to traditional gates is it can really... It doesn't just gate, it also filters. And I actually used this like literally yesterday on this particular snare track. Let's listen to it. So the problem with the snare track that I was having is it had a lot of hi-hat bleed. Too much for what I wanted to do. So, with silencer enabled... Clanking it up a little bit. It doesn't just gate to the snare, it also removes the hi-hat. Here, now it's functioning more as a traditional gate. But it's really removing that bleed. And what I like about Silencer compared to other plugins that can do this is the simplicity of using this. Like, it's just a matter of like a minute and you can fix a quite complex problem. A problem that like 10 years ago would basically require re-recording in order to fix it, or doing weird stuff with EQ. So it's the simplicity of the user interface. I like that it has a ghost button. The ghost button basically disables the plugin for ghost notes. So whenever it's playing on a lower volume, you can automate this button. And that way you can make sure that it doesn't like do weird stuff on the ghost notes. As you can see in this snare drum, this is actually post analog. There aren't a lot of ghost notes in here, so it's not an issue. But yeah, I do genuinely like Silencer, and I have no reason not to support it. So yeah, if you think Silencer is shit, leave a comment down below. I would love to hear about it, but I think it's great, and they can use me in their ad if they want. I don't care. I mean, I would care if they would take it out of context, if I wouldn't like something and make it look like I would like it. But in this case, it's okay. So yeah, Silencer is a great problem solver. And the next plugin in this list actually isn't really a plugin. It's like a complete suite, a bundle, whatever you want to call it. And that one is the RX. I think I'm running 11. Yeah, I'm running 11. But basically the latest RX. RX has a suite of plugins, a lot of stuff in here that can really help you fix problems. Yeah, there's just way too much to go over in this video. What I use it the most for is actually spectral denoising for my tape recording. So I have a tape recording over here, a short one from the same snare drum, and it has a lot of noise in here. So I can select the noise, I can learn the noise, I can say like, hey, I want to reduce it for like quite a lot of dBs. I'm doing quite a lot of noise reduction in the multi-track tape, because the noise adds up as well. So I have to remove quite a lot in order to not have it be annoying. So yeah, I'm learning the noise here, and I can then render it and it will remove the noise. It's as simple as that. One of the newer cool features in here is a part of the music rebalance. This actually is a plugin that is in a lot of different DAWs, in a lot of different flavors. What the RX can do, what a lot of others do not always do, it depends a bit on the algorithm that they are using. This can do a stem split in such a way that if you sum the stems back together, it is identical to the original. Other ones do sometimes have some issue where there is some information being lost. What I sometimes do is separate a track with this so that I have a little bit more control. For instance, when I'm mastering something and the original artist or the original mixer doesn't have any source files anymore, or cannot change something in the mix or whatever, I split it with this and I have more control. It has other stuff like breath control and where is it? I hear this mouth declick that I use a lot in here on vocals and stuff. Whenever there's like a lot of mouth clicking and stuff, I declick it in here, and the breath control is also great because otherwise I have to edit and automate it. And with the breath control, I can just have this being done automatically. It's some sort of gate, but I think it's a bit more intelligent than that. Now, those are the three. However, there is one more brand that I personally want to invest a little bit more time in learning and using, but I just didn't come to it. And I've been saying this to myself like for a year or something. And that is Adapter. Adapter Audio. They of course have the Hype plugin, you know, whatever. But the ones that I really want to learn more about is Streamliner. So I really want to use it in my setup. So check out Streamliner. So Streamliner really is a good plugin to use in order to analyze the loudness of your track and see what it's going to do on the streaming services. I think it actually has a codec. Yeah, codec preview as well, which is cool. Not just to listen to how it would sound through a codec, because the difference wouldn't be that big because codecs are pretty good, but to check what it can do with clipping and other stuff. If you want to learn more about that, I'll probably link a video about it over here. Don't know yet which video that will be, but I'll link something about it over here. But yeah, this one is really cool. And the other one is Metric AB, which is like I'm a complete idiot that I don't have these plugins installed and using them. I should just get these. But these ones, you know, I've seen them in a lot of other studios and a lot of other workflows, and I should get this. Basically. So yeah, Adapter Audio, check them out. This sounds a bit sponsored, does it? It isn't. It's just one of those things that I still have on my own personal list to check out. Now again, as I always say, do not buy anything that you don't need. You probably already have enough plugins. But if you're really looking for something or really have seen something that you think like, okay, this is going to help me, then give it a look and first install the demo and check the demo and make sure that you really want to use it, because I think we're all buying way too many plugins. I'm going to link to all these plugins in the description down below. Some will be affiliate links, some won't. I don't know yet which ones are. You'll see it in the description down below. If you like my videos and want to support me, of course, use my affiliate links. I'll link Thomann and Sweetwater over here and Plugin Boutique over here. Check out, there are a lot of cool discounts happening this week. Another way to support me is by becoming a channel member. You can become a channel member for 99 cents per month. So yeah, check it out. There's a join button somewhere down below. And otherwise, there will be a link in the description. You can also become an early access member where you get early access to videos like this one, or an exclusive content member where you get access to exclusive content like this content. Now, the last way to support me on all YouTube platforms is watching my videos, link in the video over here. Thanks a lot for watching, keep pushing, and bye bye.